the belt that we got from Shein earlier this week.
But to tell y'all what it smells like, because I was watching so many Dossier perfume reviews with milk tea as the base. It's a lot less sweet.
So I'm splitting up the blending section in bits, but like look how pretty the blended sweet potato color is.
Now keep your weight equally distributed and your stance nice and wide.
Okay, hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. This is a familiar setting. I love starting in the closet, I don't know, but we're about to go out to an event, and if you've been watching my vlogs, I think I told you guys about it in the last vlog. I was picking my outfit out for it. The theme is like nostalgic cereals. Girl, I don't know, but the Lord is good, and we came out with a cute little outfit, and I kind of modestified this outfit inspo that I saw on Pinterest, but this is my nostalgic cereal. I have a bowl of cereal on this like pinned vest jacket that I cut, but we're gonna do fragrance before we're heading out the house. We already read the Bible today. We're really just feeling really blessed, but also just really ready to make sure that the Lord is elevating all we do today. Anytime I step out the house as a Christian, I have to realize that I'm not just stepping out myself, I'm stepping out as a representative for the Lord. So I just want to be a kind, really just hospitable person today as I talk and mingle with other people who perhaps are not Christian, because this is a K-pop event. But yeah, let's do our fragrance. I think I'm going to do Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth and then probably a little mix of pink sugar. Okay, so we're going to do Beauty Supply oil.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Then I'm going to do a mix of pink sugar and then Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth. Look how pretty these bottles look next to each other. That's not the point of this, but they look really cute. Guys, it was really loud inside, so I could not film. It was really it was really loud. But I got
the lady started hollering back.
She did, but I got an Oreo churro with it's just Oreo and dark chocolate. They had like fruity pebble and all different types of flavor, but I just did not know how that was gonna last or taste with cinnamon and then fruity pebbles. And my older sister got mint chocolate chip ice cream. And then something else, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try the Oreo churro.
No, that's delicious.
Very good.
Is that the Oreo one too? Or cookies and cream?
Cookies and cream, right? Or is that Oreo?
It's called cookies and cream, but it's mostly just Oreo.
Okay.
There's no like white chocolate or anything. It's good. Okay, guys. We're at our second event of the day. This is another cup sleeve. There's a lot of people who have birthdays, and this one is decorated so cute. Yeah, I do match it. This one, the theme is like pink.
You match like perfectly.
This place also has really, really good boba. I didn't get any boba from the last place we were at, even though they sold it, but this one is a branch. It's called Mogi Tea. It's in a lot of states. I don't think it's just specific to Texas, but I usually get their brown sugar, and it's so good, and they come out in these really cute cups. I got it in the Dallas vlog with you guys, but I'm trying to figure out which one I want. There's creme brulee. Creme brulee could be tea. I don't know which one. I'll have to show you which one I get. I don't know. Ramen place where you go in and you can get ramen and make it, and it's really similar to how they have them in Korea, so we're gonna go in and see. Very interesting. It's called Ramen Alley. Okay, we just got home. I'm about to do my makeup remover routine. Are y'all the type when y'all get home from something and you take off your like clothes and everything and wash up real quick? Or are you the type that you like sit around for a while? Because personally, me and mine, I'm gonna take my outside clothes off ASAP. But the area we went to, we're most definitely gonna have to go again, because we went into a ramen shop and it was only sit down, so you couldn't like take the ramen stuff and then like do a carry out. You have to sit and eat it, but essentially it's like a place where you get your cup of ramen and there's a bunch of toppings like eggs, fish cakes, meat, and then you cook all of it in the store, and then there's like boiling water and stuff accessible, and you just sit and eat, and there's like comic books, and it's supposed to be a really like cute just cafe moment, but they don't have any to-go options. So like, it's, for example, I've seen some that have the ramen like set up and then there's just like a lid that you put on top of all your stuff, and they give you like the water and everything to go, which sounds silly because you can of course just heat up water at home, but the like appeal to those shops is that they have every single type of ramen accessible, and like if you want to try ramen you have to usually buy a whole pack of it. So that's what the appeal of it is. If you're a really big ramen fan and want to try different ramens out and want to just like sit and chill and test it out without buying a whole pack, like that's what you can do. It's really popular in Asian countries, like Korea for example. But we also got some tteokbokki, which is like rice cakes. It's one of my favorite Korean like street food dishes, and I got rosé tteokbokki, which just means it's the normal tteokbokki sauce, which is in like tomato. It's like usually tomato, but they add heavy cream to it. So I'm not a big fan of Alfredo, but I actually did like the rosé like tteokbokki. Like I don't think it's as seasoned as the normal tteok, but I think it's good. But I'm just using the Beauty of Joseon Radiance Cleansing Balm. I used this last night to take off my makeup, and I didn't follow it up with moisturizer, toner, or anything, and my skin looked really fine in the morning. Like it didn't look irritated or anything. So I'm gonna try it again tonight because I've been like doing my nighttime skin routine, waking up in the morning, and I feel like my skin looks worse. Like I feel like my skin is like not rocking at all with my current skincare lineup, so less is more. So we're gonna wash this off, and that's my skincare for tonight. That's the only thing about using like a cleansing balm. Child, water gonna get everywhere because you trying to make sure. But look, all my makeup off, and my skin feels so like, I don't know, undisturbed. Like I don't feel like it was stripping at all, but it clearly got all my makeup off. Like I feel clean but not stripped. Okay, y'all, I'm in my older sister's room. We're about to watch our K-dramas for the night because we all got some little goodies to eat. But I got some DOSSIER perfumes, y'all. It took me a whole 24 hours, I feel like, to figure out which perfume I wanted, because if you're familiar with DOSSIER, they make imitation scents. So like, not dupes, but kind of dupes of like designer scents. I'm not like really aware of like the designer scent game, so I never really wanted to purchase from them because I didn't know what these designer scents that they're duping smell like, you know. And I purchased one DOSSIER scent before for my older sister because she wanted yeah, she said it smells good. It's the YSL Black Opium DOSSIER version, and it's called Amber Vanilla.
Ambery vanilla.
Ambery vanilla, and that one was like, okay, I paid that one. It was like $40, but I was like, girl, it's a Christmas gift, I don't care.
That was a lot.
But I went on their website and they had like a sale, and it was like $20 for each perfume. So I was like, that's a pretty good sale, I'm gonna try them out. So I ended up getting 3 scents, and I'm gonna just have to see how they smell, y'all, because I got one called Fruity Almonds, one called Powdery Vanilla, and then one is, I don't even know the name of it, but it's basically, I just wanted to do an experimental one. It's a scent that apparently like reacts to your body pheromones and smells, basically it just blends and enhances whatever scent you have naturally. So I was like, sure girl. I didn't know which other one to get, and the deal was like, you buy 3, it's like 25% off or 30% off, so I was like, sure. But then it came with some testers. So this is their caramelized lavender and hazelnut, and that was another thing about them. They scent combos just didn't smell like, didn't sound like it would smell good. Caramelized lavender and hazelnut. They could have left the lavender out for me, but I got it to see. This is the tester. Ooh, to see how it would smell. Let's see. So I don't know much about DOSSIER and how they smell. Girl, this smell like straight lavender. Okay, let's get to the ones that I ordered because that just stopped up my nose.
Maybe mama would like that.
Maybe. Okay, so this is the first one. I was nervous about this one. This is Fruity Almond. It says the notes are almond, peach, orris, orange blossom, tuberose, tonka bean, vanilla, and cocoa. So let's see, y'all. I was scared about this one. Okay, this is also the size of them, and it says it's a dupe for perfume called Good Girl. Girl, I don't know. Let's see. That's cute.
That's most definitely a spring summer scent. I was watching so many Dossier perfume reviews and they were like, it smells like a walk on a beach. What does a walk on a beach smell like? I feel like this one, if I could describe it, it smells like peaches. I get a little bit of vanilla, but it almost feels like there's a cashmere or something that's like darkening it. Like it smells just quite mature, but it still smells a little peachy. It's a quite warm, fruity smelling perfume. See, that was the first one. That was Fruity Vanilla. Now I'm gonna smell this one because this is the one I'm nervous about, y'all. This one is Musky Musk. That's the name of it. I'm scared. Okay, this one is just supposed to be, it says it's based off of Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, which is a perfume that's supposed to enhance your natural smell. Okay, that's like very soft. Oh, also I should have said this, they have different rankings to their scents. I think Fruity Vanilla was a statement scent, which means it's gonna smell really big and you can smell it when you like spray it, and it's supposed to last like really long. This Musky Musk was a soft scent, so it's just supposed to be like a soft, gentle. It smells quite fresh. It smells like quite fresh, right?
Yeah.
Like kind of fresh. That one's interesting. And then the last one is Powdery Vanilla. Now I did get this one.
That one that was the I'm so sorry.
This one's a dupe of the Fleur Vanilla Skin, which is a body mist that a lot of vanilla girlies will pair with any of their other like kind of more higher brand vanilla scents, if that makes sense. This is Powdery Vanilla. The notes are pink pepper, apple. I was scared about this, but it said middle notes are lily of the valley, brown sugar, white woods, and then the base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, musk, and then benzoin. I don't know what benzoin
sound like
is.
that's gonna smell good.
Ooh, wait, y'all, hold up. This one's really good. Understanding the pink pepper girlies, because that bite of like, there's like a bite to it that almost smells like cashmere, and then it's mixing with vanilla. I think that bite is that pink pepper. But that smells good. That was my review on my dossier. Okay,
y'all, it's the next day. We are running late for church, but this is my outfit. Black turtleneck. These are the long dark denim jeans that I got from Shein in my last vlog, and then I have these black boots. I'm gonna do a fragrance real quick. I'm gonna try out the Fruity Almond from Dossier that I got yesterday and see how it lands, but we are really running late. I need a lippy. I feel like my hair looks crazy, but the Lord, he doesn't judge. He's just glad I'm in his house. Amen. Happy Sunday. Guys, we're back home from church and my mom found a recipe to make a croissant cornucopia. We're gonna try to do a small mini test run. I was supposed to be making, what is it? Soup bread? What's the bread I was supposed to be making? Corn?
The bread you're supposed to be making?
Yeah, what's
spoon bread.
I was supposed to be making spoon bread, but we don't have any cornmeal, so we're gonna try these mini cornucopias and see how they come out. To the second recipe. This one's a more savory one. We're not really sure what the name of this is. The lady in the video that we're learning from, she called it like a Mexican croissant something we're doing. So the lady in the video did what did she do? Beef. She did ground beef and made like, it was kind of like a taco filling. She did cheese. Yeah, she did taco flavoring. We're not we don't eat meat that much in our household, so we like to do tofu if we can. So my mom's doing tofu. She's seasoning it up right now with some bell pepper, green bell pepper, onion, and we put some homemade chili oil that my mom makes too, and we're gonna see how this one comes out. So we're making kind of a sweet one and a savory one, even though I think in the one we just put in there, we'll probably put something savory in the inside. Yeah, because the recipes, they were putting like fruit and stuff in there. I don't know, like thinking about that, it's hot and then you just put fruit inside.
You can let it cool, but still, I don't
yeah.
bread.
Yeah, so if you let it cool, then it's cold bread with cold fruit. But why would you be eating cold bread?
What fruit?
Yeah, that one's a little confusing. Okay guys, so this is the circle crescent roll savory one we're doing. So the lady in the video, I'm gonna have to link the video down below. This is how she assembled her crescent rolls, like in a circle, but having them overlap. And then my mom's grating fresh Parmesan, and we're gonna put it all around the rim. And then this is the finished filling, and we're gonna put the filling on top of the cheese, and then we fold it over. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. This is probably so random, but do y'all know how y'all are supposed to order belts? I ordered 2 belts because I actually don't have any belts. So when I go into the office and wear denim, I feel like it just looks super, super casual, and it's missing just a little bit of professionalism that you can get with a nice belt. So I ordered these 2 belts off of Shein because y'all know when it comes to certain items, I'm just going to order it off of Shein, especially if they're like staple items versus just fast fashion. But I really am trying to work on finding better sites that I can order stuff from. I just genuinely don't know where that it's just as affordable as Shein. And I don't know, I just know it's like a tricky conversation because a lot of people are like, don't shop Shein because it's fast fashion, and they're like, shop like Princess Polly or ASOS and all these things. And I'm like, that's still a form of fast fashion, and it's also a lot more expensive. So I don't be getting it because they'll be like, this is like an alternative, but I'm like, but they're using the same shops and things. Like I don't think I understand that fully. But I always will, if I can, thrift items, but I haven't had the best of luck with belts. So I ordered these belts, but I think this is too big. Oh no, okay, no it's not. Because I'm like, this is so funny, but like, how do you supposed to order belts? Because you want to make sure, oh perfect, okay, you want to make sure that it can go in the thing, in the strap. Okay, period. So this is just a black or a brown one with gold detailing. I'm crying me putting this over my sweats, but I was just trying to make sure, because the reviews for these belts were like very, very cute belts, like did the trick, and they ordered like such and such size, but I was like not being able to see how big these people were. Because that's also a thing that I grew out of. I used to order stuff super, super big, but then when I realized that brands will purposely not make as much items for plus size individuals or curvy individuals or full figured individuals, however you want to name it, when I realized they would not make as much like of the products like stock and like put as much as inventory as they will for like the quote-unquote regular version of items, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that, because that's just very privileged of me to buy a size extra large and then not realize that they barely put extra larges in because they don't want people who are bigger to shop there. Like that's literally what it is. So I be trying to make sure I order my right size, because I'm not plus size, I'm not curve, I'm not full figure by any definition, and I don't want to be stealing and wearing items that somebody else could very much so be rocking and look very cute and classy. Okay, so here's the black one. Let me make sure it fits this one. So like last week I went into the office and I wore a pair of jeans, and I was like, this outfit would have looked so much better if I had a belt on, and then I didn't have no belt. So literally that day, or I think the day before or something, y'all, close to that time period, I had ordered me these belts. So I'm happy. How you can tell you can get orders when you happy about stuff like this, because like it's just cute and classy, and I'll see if I can wear it to work this week, because I have quite a few skirts too that have belt links. And also look at my cat, she just be messing with stuff. Mind you, this is the stuff that the belts just came out of. Girl, leave it alone, put it back. She just be bad, y'all. I'm telling y'all, she be bad. This honey girl be bad. Look at her. I let her play though, because this is trash anyway. Okay, don't eat it. I got myself some fruit, some apples, and some grapes. Y'all, I just had a mini little freak out because y'all know I've been working on my capstone. I've been sending my drafts and everything. It's the weekday, by the way. We're back in the week. It's no longer the weekend. But I've been, you know, working on it and stuff. And I sent my capstone draft out almost 2 weeks ago at this point. And one of my professors never responded, and the other one just responded today. And I was really like, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, I told these professors I would be sending it for them to like review and stuff, and it just doesn't seem like they're giving me any help.
then the Lord reminded me of the sermon yesterday and the importance of just no matter what's happening. Literally, the preacher started singing to himself awfully. It was so bad, but he was like, no matter what's happening, I'm just going to remind myself that it is well with my soul. And I think I just needed that. So I literally was sitting there and I was like, it is well. Like, it is well. And then the Lord reminded me of some more like draft deadlines that'll be coming up, that I'll be able to get some more feedback on my things. And I was just like, it is well, like it is well. But like, I think it's so easy sometimes to get so wrapped up in whatever you are going through, whatever you are doing, that you forget that it is well. Like, I am still fed, I still live in a house that has air conditioning, like I am warm, I am clean, I was able to work out today, I was able to get in my word today. Like, it is well. Nothing's detrimental, nothing's like blowing up. It's okay. And I feel like recently the Lord's just really, I think it's humility though. The Lord's really just showing me how many different ways humility can bleed into everything you're doing, and the importance of staying humble, because I can make it, woe is me, nothing's going right, nobody's looking at my stuff, oh my gosh. But it's like, that is so self-centered, because literally, I don't know what these people are dealing with that they're not responding. I don't know what these people are going through that they're not able to look at my draft. I don't know, but I also know that I'm still working, and every single day I am progressing with the drafts. I'm praying over it. Like, the ideas are getting better every single day. So it's like, the draft that I sent them is not even the draft that I'm working on now anymore. So like, it don't even matter at this point, you know what I mean? But I feel like if you get so deep in your head about what everything's going wrong, and you forget how much progression and how much advancement that's actually in the moment, but also the blessing to be in a circumstance that you are having worries or doubts or whatever, like it's a blessing to be able to say that I'm writing a paper about something I care about. Like, I just have to keep returning there, because it's like, what the heck, like, that's a blessing. Sorry if you can hear my dishwasher, but I'm about to make some soup. I have the water on already. I boiled 4 cups of water, and I'm gonna add 4 potatoes. It says to add the potatoes into the water after they start boiling, so we're gonna do that. And it's a creamy sweet potato soup, if I didn't say the name, and it's just supposed to be a very nice and hearty sweet potato soup, like savory. So we're gonna add butter, onions, and salt. So it's super basic, but I just want to see, because I said I want to try to make a soup every week out of this book. It's literally called Soups and Breads, and there's several easy recipes. So we're going to see how this one comes out. Hey y'all, I already started. I'm supposed to be cutting up 2 cups of white onion. Y'all, this is testing my cutting skills already, and I also don't trust myself to film and cook at the same time. So if this seems spliced up, charge my mind and not my heart, okay? Okay, we got our 2 cups of onions, y'all. There's tears in my eyes, but we got about 2 cups of onions. I tried the hack for I did 1/2 an onion, and then I did a whole onion, and I tried the hack where you keep the butt of the onion on, and I think I teared up a lot less. But now I need to brown butter and cook the onions in that, and then from there it's very, very simple. Okay, I don't have a full-size blender, so I'm splitting up the blending section in bits, but like, look how pretty the blended sweet potato color is. Just gorgeous. Okay, y'all, it's a couple days later. I've done my head. I feel like a brand new person. I had a little bit of a crash out yesterday because my skin was breaking out, my head wasn't done. Y'all know how it would be, but the Lord is faithful. He allowed me to get work done and do my hair and everything. But I'm about to go get my morning coffee. I genuinely though don't know what I want. I got a 6 cheese hash brown with garden salsa, and then I got an iced caramel macchiato. But they were playing Michael in there. Y'all saw the Michael Jackson biopic trailer. Me and my family gonna be in there toe up, okay? We love Michael, like down bad. Like, don't make no sense he gone. But I'm gonna talk to y'all after I do all my duties for the day. Probably catch up when we go to the bookstore. Okay, y'all. So the bookstore was a bust. I was looking for items that had my like school's name in big like font, and I couldn't find anything at all. So we're gonna go get a matcha. I've not gotten a matcha from this place. This is the place that I've been getting coffees from. So we're gonna see, because they have like a dark chocolate pistachio matcha, which I'm like, that could be good, but I kind of want a basic matcha to see how well they do the matcha, because I really need to get back anyways like into drinking matcha. So we're gonna see. It's also super hot out, even though it's not supposed to be hot, but it's okay. Okay, y'all, it's a few days later and we're about to head to campus, but I just read Genesis 16 this morning, the verse that talks about El Roy and the God who sees you, and I think that's what I needed this week. Also, I wore this musky musk, the Dossier musky musk, into the office earlier this week, and I felt like it really, I could not smell it by the time I got into the office, so I'm going to try powdery vanilla and see. The thing with these fragrances, though, is that they're different strength levels. So this musky musk is soft, and then this is significant, and then my fruity almond is a statement. So that's like the different, it's like light, medium, super strong, or light, medium, strong, rather. And I'm trying to figure out, though, what I'm going to pair it. But Genesis 16 was about El Roy and Sarai and Hagar and the trying to bear a child with Abram and all that craziness. And I feel like sometimes it just feels good to read stories in the Bible that reflect your own, of just like waiting for something. But also I feel like in every story that I've been reading recently about waiting, it's not forcing your hand in that waiting. So many of them were forcing their hand and being like, okay, I'm waiting for it, and then they're just forcing it. And it's like, you can't do that. You really can't do that. And I feel like that's the message the Lord is trying to get me to really lock in my skull this week. It's like, okay, if you think I'm not moving how you want me to move, okay, fine. We could talk about that. But don't force your hand to make something happen that does not need to happen. And I feel like that's most definitely easier said than done in certain areas of your life. Like, you can force a job, you can force an education, you can force all of that. But it's just a lot harder and a lot more effort to do that. So I've just literally been like, okay, Lord, like, just show me what to do. But it's really been a week of just like sitting and like talking to the Lord and trying to figure out like, where's my mind at? Where's my head at about academics and professional life? Like, where's my head at? What's my direction? And I think sometimes, though, as a Christian, it can be scary to not know the direction you're going. But you have to remember that you follow the director. Like, you follow the one who's giving you the directions, but you yourself do not know the directions. And all you're supposed to be doing is being obedient. But some weeks, it's harder to be obedient than others. Because I feel like this week is just like, I've had a lot of different things kind of like thrown at me that I've just had to like, navigate and do just normal life stuff, genuinely. Anytime I'm talking about stuff, it's never like end of the world. It's just stuff, just normal life, run-of-the-mill stuff. But like sometimes I feel like when life is throwing stuff at you and then the Lord is throwing stuff at you, and what I mean by the Lord throwing stuff at you is just like stuff that he's like, okay, pray about this. I need you to move on this. I need you to do this. It feels like there is no sense of like you being able to control what's coming at you. But I feel like that's also just a good life lesson, that you'll never be able to control what's coming at you. So when the Lord takes you through weeks like that, you feel like, dang, everything coming at me, and you're able to juggle it well with his help, it just shows you like, thank you, Lord, for like giving me the ability to do this. Because there's a lot of people who would just be like, no, I don't want to do none of it. I can't control none of it. I don't want to do it. And so I feel like none of that probably made sense, but that's been my lesson of the week. I'm going to do this combo. I'm going to try vanilla bourbon and then powdery vanilla by Dossier. They be saying to mix their fragrances, so I'm going to see how this lands. And then I think for oil, I'm going to do choco musk. We're going to see how this lands. Okay, y'all. We are on campus, and I did not tell y'all like how good that matcha was that I got last time we were on campus. It was so good that I'm walking to get another one, because I got a toffee nut matcha, but the thing was, they asked me if I wanted it sweetened or traditional, and I said sweetened. It was so delicious, and like I didn't add anything else. I just did toffee nut, sweetened matcha, medium, and it was so good. And I think I got a little whipped cream, so we're gonna get that again today, because, or I don't know if I should try another flavor, but I'm getting to that age where if I try something that's really good, I'm gonna keep ordering that same thing over and over again until I get sick of it. Because I used to be the type to be like, oh no, let's adventure, let's try something different, because last time it was good, so let's see if we can get something even better. Now I'm like, I don't even want to test that. So we're gonna get that matcha, then head to where we need to be. But I'm really excited because it was super delicious. Like, and I've been trying to get back into matcha anyway. So yeah, but I'm taking, it's a nice little walk from where I usually like get my drop off at on campus. So, and the weather's good, so it's tea. Okay, at this point it's much later and it's insane that I can't show y'all my matcha because I be drinking them so quick. Like, I drank my matcha so quickly that I was like, ooh, I forgot to show the girls. But I'm about to go home, just finished up the day. This is what I wore today. I was feeling quite cute. This is the belt that we got from Shein earlier this week. This top's from Walmart. This sweater's from JCPenney. These are the jeans we got from Shein last week. And then I have my white Pumas on. I got a white pair of the black version of the Pumas just because I've been wearing the black so often. I will say you have to break them in, so I've been just like Michael Jacksoning them all day. And that's how I'm bringing them in. But I'm about to go home now, but I wanted to show y'all my fit because as soon as I get home, we're out of these clothes. But it was quite a productive day. Okay guys, we're back home and I just turned in my third capstone draft. I'm at 19 pages out of my goal of 25, and I think the Lord is just really trying to get me to realize how far along I am, and I'm a month out from the due date and I just feel really like still unprepared, and I don't know what that is other than just my sense of perfectionism. My plan anyways was going to be to send a kind of more complete draft from the last one I sent them Monday, because I sent my draft out to 2 professors, only 1 responded. So I was going to send another draft out to them because both of them said like, yes, I can send my drafts to them. So I think the first round, it just was a bad time in the semester and nobody was able to get to it because they're usually very communicative. So I'm going to send a draft out to them on Monday, but I'm also going to wrap around to that professor who said she could look at it and be like, hey, wasn't sure if you were able to look at the first draft, but here's another draft in case you weren't, and just specify the areas that I added. And I just feel really confident about doing that, and I feel like that's gonna work out better. But I think this whole capstone process has just been a journey of trusting the Lord and just trusting that I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So it's just interesting, especially as like a second guesser and someone who loves, like, I love a good manual procedure. Like, let me know word for word, bar for bar what I'm supposed to be doing. If you don't let me know, I feel like I'm doing it wrong. So with a project like a capstone where you can write about anything you want to, every turn I feel like this is wrong, and it's just such a humbling process because I'm like, I love my idea. I really want to explain how satire is used by these Black female slave narratives and their writings and their storytellings, and I want to connect it to Black culture and the way we speak and why we speak the way we do. But it's like, it's a heavy load sometimes, and then I just have to stop and give it to Jesus because I'm not supposed to be carrying no load, and I feel like that's what I always go back to. So yeah, I just turned in that draft though because I had a draft due because I'm taking a corresponding class for my capstone and we have drafts and stuff due, even though I came up with the schedule. Ciao. So yeah, I had a draft due, and I'm really glad of the way the Lord allowed all my drafts to fall. Mind you, I made the schedule, but I literally prayed and was like, Lord, show me how I should make the schedule for my capstone because it's all up to me, every part of it. So I'm really glad the days that the Lord and I settled on. But that's the update for the capstone. I felt like I hadn't really talked much about. No, I feel like I talk about my capstone a lot, but like updates on like page count and stuff, I feel like it could be cool to let you guys know like how much I'm getting done a week. Because I don't know if I was at 19 pages last week. I might have been at 17, and that may seem like, girl, you only moved 2 pages up, but like in the later part of like an assignment like this, 2 pages is a lot. Like if I'm only 5 pages from the word count, if I do 2 pages a week and I'm a month out, I'm gonna be at the word and the page count, you know, right, really close to the date, and I don't want to go over either. So I would rather stay under than over, because if I'm over, I have to cut things down for the page requirement of the entire essay like contest that I'm submitting this to. So yeah, that's all my boring capstones feel. Okay, but I got a iced strawberry matcha lemonade from Dutch Bros. I got it 3/4 sweet because their iced matcha lemonades are so sweet. Like, they have a bunch of flavors. They have like a strawberry, a mango, a passion fruit, a dragon fruit, I think. They have so many.
The last time I got one from them was in the summer, and it was so good, so refreshing, but it was so sweet. So I got 3/4 sweet, and I just added sweet cream, and I did light ice, just because sometimes though it feels like I'm drinking juice, and I'm not a big fan of juice, surprisingly. So adding sweet cream just like gives it a creamy texture, so it doesn't taste like juice, like the actual texture of the drink doesn't taste like juice. I don't know, I don't think it's necessary if you don't mind like just juice, but sometimes it just be like, girl, I'm sitting here drinking a thing of juice versus like a creamy matcha taste. I feel like I like the matcha taste better when it has some type of milky substance in it. So that's what I'm sipping on, and I have some light ice in it so as well, because the matcha, I feel like it's strong, but it can get watered down quick. But I'm about to play The Sims because I haven't played The Sims in such a long time, and I've been watching a bunch of like story time mukbangs and stuff to try to give myself like a brain break. But then I'd be sitting and over analyzing and overthinking like the stories and stuff that be covered. Like I was watching the 𝚃𝚒𝚘 one. I watched the one about the TikToker who just went it was all over ABC and all that stuff, the TikToker. And then I watched some about like this Chinese reality dating show, like entertaining stuff. I didn't watch no sad ones for real, but like I was watching them and my brain was not turning off. It wasn't a funny little break. It was actually very stressful to hear about these people's lives and the stuff they be going through, because people be saying it's entertaining. It's not entertaining. It's really don't be entertaining. It be like stressful. So we're gonna play Sims and see if that's less stressful, even though y'all know how I play The Sims. It be stressful. I be worried. I be literally in here breaking a sweat. But I'm gonna put my bonnet on, probably put a nice hoodie on, and sit and play The Sims. So if I don't talk to y'all again for the rest of this vlog, just know we still cool. But I had to cut our meeting short because I had to play Sims and meet with my Sims, okay? But if you also like matcha, I would recommend this Dutch Rose drink. Just saying. I used to drink Dunkin's matcha a lot, and I stopped, and I may have to start again because I really just feel like so better when I drink matcha versus iced coffee. And sometimes you just have to like get off of something and then go back onto something to realize that. But if you do like matcha, let me know where y'all be going, and let me know what brand of matcha y'all buy, because I may, or I'm probably most definitely going to try and not perfect to figure out how I can do my at-home matcha, because I feel like I actually never really perfected it. Like I would make it on camera, sip it a little bit, and then it would eventually just be nasty to me. And I would be feeling so bad, and I would be feeling so ashamed too. I just did all that, set up the camera to make it, and now it's nasty. I don't want to do that no more. I want to live in my truth and drink the whole drink from like top to bottom. It's delicious. So let me know what matcha y'all be drinking if y'all are matcha drinkers. And if you don't like matcha, try it with a fruit in it. I feel like it's so much better with like a fruity flavor in it versus like the toffee nut that I be getting. That's for girlies who like the taste of matcha. But if you really don't like the taste of matcha, or you're a beginner, I would say get it with a fruit and like see how you like it, because I feel like matcha pairs really well with fruit. But yeah, I'm gonna play Sims and stop yapping to y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching, so much for convening for another weekly meeting, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.